Hi everyone, I'm Padma working as Training and Development Specialist here at Veranda Race. In this video, we will learn about the concept of strategic human resources management. Let's begin our learning. Onto the screen, you're looking at the different snapshots that we will be covering in all our videos with respect to the strategic human resources management. The very first topic that we would be learning is an overview to the HR management, post which we will be continuing with the techniques of human resources management, and then we shall introduce the concept of strategic human resources management. We will then learn about the importance of strategic human resources management in various organizations and what are the objectives that are being aimed by the strategic human resources management. After which, we shall look at the benefits and key features of strategic human resources management and Dave Ulrich's challenge towards the HRM for various organizations. And then we shall listen to the tips which can impact the strategic human resources management, and then the 7 steps that are involved in the strategic HRM and the different barriers towards the strategic HRM. This is how we have planned the topics to be covered for understanding the concept of strategic human resources management. Let's get started with the overview of human resources management. Human resource management is the practice of recruiting, hiring, deploying, and managing an organization's employees. HRM is often referred to simply as any human resources, which is enabling the HR department to create, put, and oversee the policies that govern the workers and the employees, having a healthy relationship with the organization. So basically, the term human resources was first used in the early 1900s and then more widely in the 1960s to describe the people who work for the organization in aggregate. So, human resources management is employee management with an emphasis on those employees as assets of the business. So, in this context, employees are usually referred as even human capitals. As with other business assets, the goal is to make very effective use of our employees, reducing the risk and maximizing the return on investment. So, the modern HR technology terms human capital management, which has been used very widely, is compared to the term human resource management. And the term human capital management has widespread adoption by large and mid sized companies and the other organizations of software or the other industries to manage many HR functions as one. The role of human resource management practices are majorly to manage the people within a workplace to achieve the organization's mission and reinforce the culture. So, when done effectively, HR managers can help recruit new professionals who have skills necessary to further the company's goals, as well as aid with the training and development of current employees to meet the objectives that are set. So, a company is only as good as its employees, making the human resource management a crucial part of maintaining or even improving the health of the business. Additionally, HR managers can also monitor the state of the job market to help the organization stay competitive. This could include making sure the compensation and benefits are fair, Events are planned to keep employees from burning out, and job roles are adapted based on the market. Now let's look at the different techniques that are adopted by the HR management. So basically, the definition goes very descriptively. So, human resource management is a distinctive approach to employment management which seeks to achieve competitive advantage through the strategic deployment of a highly committed and capable workforce using an integrated array of cultural, structural, and personal techniques. So, a complex and a descriptive definition, to be honest, and this states that human resource management involves the use of different techniques, which could include the personal techniques like the hiring, promoting, and rewarding of employees, the structural techniques like organizational design, and even the cultural techniques like building and maintaining the high performance work culture. So, the goal of all these techniques is to achieve a competitive advantage. A competitive advantage is what distinguishes an organization from its competitors. And the second part would be about the strategic deployment. So let's majorly zoom in on the strategy part in our upcoming slides. So, strategy is a multi-dimensional concept going well beyond traditional competitive strategy concept. So, strategies are broad statements that set a direction, and strategies are usually termed to be specific, measurable, obtainable set of plans carefully developed with the involvement by an institution's stakeholders. So, these action statements are linked to an individual or even group of individuals who are accountable and empowered to achieve the stated result in a specific desired time frame. So they are patterns of actions, decisions, or even policies that guide a group towards a vision or a goal. So strategic human resource management is again designed to help companies to meet the best of the needs the employees while promoting all the company goals. Human resource management also deals with any aspect of a business that affects the employees, such as hiring and firing, pay benefits, training, administration, etc. You name it. And human resources may also provide work incentives, safety procedure information, and sick or vacation days. So basically, strategic human resource management is the proactive management of people. It requires thinking ahead and planning ways for a company to better meet the needs of its employees and for the employees to better meet the needs of the company. This can affect the way things are done at a business site, improving everything from hiring practices, employee training programs, to even assessment techniques and discipline. And in human resource management circles nowadays, there is a much talk about the SHRM and many expensive books that can be seen on the shelves of bookshops. But what exactly is this strategic HR resource development or management? What are its key features and how does it differ from traditional human resources management? Everything. We could look that in detail. Let's first understand the importance of strategic human resources management. So, as said and discussed, strategic human resource management is a branch of human resource management. So, it is a fairly new field which has emerged out of the parent discipline of human resource management. Much of the early or so called traditional HRM literature treated the notion of strategy superficially rather as a purely operational matter, results of which cascade down throughout the organization. So there was a kind of unsaid division of territory between people-centered values of HR and harder business values where corporate strategies really belong. So HR practitioners felt uncomfortable in the war cabinet like atmosphere where corporate strategies were formulated. So, in the last 2 decades, there have been an increasing awareness that HR functions were like an island onto itself with softer people centered values far away from the hard world of real business. So, in order to justify its own existence, HR functions had to be seen as more intimately connected with strategy and day to day running of the business side of the enterprise. So, many writers in the late 1980s started clamoring for a more strategic approach to the management of people than the standard practices of traditional management of people or industrial relation model. So it majorly focuses on increasing the job satisfaction for the employees and to have a sustainable or better work culture for all of the employees and improving the rates of our customer satisfaction, which is very crucial for our improvement of profits and the efficient utilization of all our resources available from the management and being very proactive towards approaching the employees and managing them well for improving their productivity in the work life. So basically, the strategic HRM is going to focus on being successful when all the teams work towards the objectives and goals that are predefined. We hope that this video on the introduction of strategic human resources management is helpful to you. Thank you.